Good morning and welcome to day 5 of your level 1 fieldwork. I hope that everybody is doing well so far. The objectives for today are to address Ray's occupational performance through collaboration with the client, which is Ray, other professionals, and community partners. You'll also plan for assessment methods using the hypothesis section to outline your appropriate next steps. The first thing you'll do today is click on the Collaborators tab and decide who you will need to collaborate with in order to gain more information that will help provide insight that will further guide your assessment and your interventions later on. After that, you'll click on the Hypothesis tab to create a problem list and express your initial thoughts about Ray. So first of all, for the collaborator section, you'll have guiding questions and clipboard prompts that you want to document in the clipboard section. The first thing to think about is why is it important to establish a therapeutic relationship with your client, who is Ray in this case, and thinking about what are some ways that you can establish rapport with Ray throughout the interview and assessment process. Because in order for you to get accurate information, he needs to feel like you are empathetic towards him and that he can trust you. So next you want to think about how can you establish an environment of trust and empathy so that you can help Ray and get the most accurate information from him. Next, you want to consider what you've learned about Ray so far and who else would it be important to collaborate with to get further information. When you're thinking about this, think about who has been providing care for him that has information that you need. And make sure that you're documenting all these answers to these questions and lining your thought process into the clipboard. This is important for us to see how you're using your clinical reasoning, but it's also good for you to refer back to later on. The next thing that you'll do today is the hypothesis section in SimuCase, and we would like for you to come up with a minimum of 3 hypotheses. Hypothesis 1 would be, what is your initial assessment of what is hindering Ray's independence with occupations and community reintegration? Hypothesis 2 would be, if you're in the clinic, what else would you like to know in addition to information that you've already gained so far? Because this is really important in guiding what assessments you would use and what questions that you're going to ask. And then hypothesis 3 would be, describe how you would go about obtaining that information. Would you use a formal assessment tool? And if so, what are some ideas of ones that you might use? And then also, what are some informal assessment methods that you could use? At the end of the day, there will be a Zoom session scheduled with your fieldwork supervisor. During this Zoom session, you will be asked guiding questions in a round-robin fashion. That way everybody has a chance to speak and share. Students are going to be asked probing questions to explore your understanding of the collaborative process, especially thinking about your understanding of your relationship between you and the client. And when you're doing this, consider the intentional relationship model, and that will help you connect the dots. By the end of the day, what you want to have turned in by 5 p.m. Central Standard Time is the collaborators and hypothesis sections of the case where you filled out in the clipboard, and make sure to include the answers to your guided questions regarding client collaboration and the purpose of that collaboration, and then outcomes. Have a good day. Thank you.